Back into the game and taking another lovely look around through everything here. We do have those illusions giving off some excellent sight for the top, and still no one putting the pressure on Roche. We do have the Dire just kind of moving around. Remember, we do have that excellent ward coverage there coming from the Radiant. Again, there are no wards for the Dire to keep an eye on Roche, so they kind of have to float here to see, are they going to take it? Are they going to push bottom or top? And he may trying to get a little bit more farm in there, and look at that. He has a Monkey King bar coming out. A little bit of a mini stun will go a long way, even though the Basher will proc a lot better than the Monkey King bar. It's all about getting that damage up. Here comes the Ice Path from Rubik. He does catch it. Kiro is lifted. Here comes Bat Rider with a pull. Here comes the Rapture from Tide, and ooh, Nullstone goes off. Queen of Pain is going to live just to see a little bit of extra time there. Anti-Mage will end up getting a kill off on Lich. Very, very sad day to be an intellect character whenever Anti-Mage is running around. Bat Rider also in the line of fire. Looks like, though, we are having Wolf getting off some excellent CC, letting Bat Rider get out of there, but Rubik will end up biting the dirt yet again. And where's Phantom Lancer, might you ask? Well, he's pushing bottom yet again, and look at that, he's caught Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage does go down to all of those illusions, which will allow him to push up Anti-Mage out of there for 82 seconds. Does he have the gold to buy back? Yes, he does. He might end up having to do that here whenever the tower starts to go down. Here comes Anti-Mage with the buyback. Here comes Queen of Pain coming out of there, and Phantom Lancer trying to get off an attack on her. She will end up getting out of there, barely with the skin of her teeth. Now, he did have to bait out some of those illusions there to draw them out of there. Doppelwalk will end up saving his life yet again. And what's happening here with this team? Looks like we are waiting still for both respawns. They did go back to the fountain and heal up, though Phantom Lancer is able to fully walk across the board without many worries. He does have the heart. He does have the Diffusal Blade. He does have the Butterfly. Anti-Mage can only counter with basically the only counter is the Monkey King bar. That'll be the one thing that keeps him held in place. As you can see, he is trying to get a few more kills up on the creeps. We do have the entire Dire team ready and willing to jump in on him at a moment's notice. He is going with an illusion. Looks like Vengeful Spirits want to get a swap and a stun off. Mayhaps. We don't know. He did end up sending out another Spirit Lance. Will be deflected over there. And he is doppelwalking out of there. Everyone's trying to block it. Oh no, he is dusted. He is dusted. That's right. They do see him. He is trying so desperately to get out of there. Another Ice Path from the hero is holding him in place, and Anti-Mage gets the ult off, utterly decimating what is left of Phantom Lancer. And under 5 seconds, he will end up buying back into the game. Looks like the rest of his team, though, get a little dumbfounded down here at the mid. Blink Dagger's going off for Tide, trying to keep in the middle of the action there. But still, nothing too amazing coming out from this team. And here we go. The Radiant do want to get a little bit of Roshan coming in there. Looks like Rubik is starting to get the aggro off there. Everyone's trying to spread off the tankage there, as you can see there. Tide doesn't have a lot compared to normal for that tank. He does have a little bit of maneuverability, but other than that, he is trying to get the Bloodstone, as you can tell from the Oblivion Step and the Perseverance. But still, no Vanguard and no BKB in order for him to have that survivability to get off the Ravage. He has been doing a great job of pulling off the Ravage so far, but still not enough to fully change the outcome of this game. And yes, this is the first time I think I've casted a game that's went into the 49-minute mark. Usually we're seeing it over here by at least the 35, but that's okay. Both teams have had their carries farming to get this on to the very last second. My apologies there. He's going for the refresher orb. But they're going to end up having to end this pretty soon. Here comes another push. They finally have everyone there. We do have Phantom Lancer finally joining the push for the bottom lane. Thank you, Lord Jesus. I'm going to just put TYLJ. That is for thank you, Lord Jesus. All right. We do have them pushing up finally. Here comes the Ravage, not connecting with anyone. Very sad. Though the CC does come out of there onto Anti-Mage. He will end up getting off a lot of DPS there because the Ice Path from Jakiro Taking a look back and see what's happening. We did have Tie Hunter taken down, and another ult by Anti-Mage on the Lich. Lich is going to stay out of there for a while. We do have Phantom Lancer back in the game. Still not able to do too much. Another lift from Rubik, trying to get out of there, trying to stay away from both the Anti-Mage and the Leshrac. Phantom Lancer still caught out all by himself, trying to get that kill on Queen of Pain. Will it end up costing him too much, though? Anti-Mage is still stuck out of there. Dear Lord, Phantom Lancer, get out of that fight. He's still going to go in for some kills. Looks like we do have the creeps there. He might end up actually taking that Rax for himself. He's going in. He smells the goal. He's got the Lance Armstrong drugs pumping through his veins, and it is going down faster than Christmas. We do have another dust on him. Anti-Mage trying to go for the gold there, trying to get that kill. He's not stunned, but he is slowed. He has no mana, and he will end up going down. Only gets to take down the Tier 3 base tower. Very unfortunate loss there for the Radiant, sacrificing for very little gain. Though we do have the Rax fully exposed now, it's going to be another few minutes before they decide to make a push in again. Rubik trying to just get around and get a little bit of extra farm in there. Don't know what he's going to be going for as of yet. Dear Lord, he has some recipe for the headdress, and it looks like he will end up... Whoa, my shop changed. That's awesome. Sorry, guys. I haven't taken a look at the shop in a while, but he will be going for the Pipe of Insight, hopefully here in just a few minutes. Yeah, it is surprising how badly that did turn out for CG with that trade-off there. Phantom Lancer has been farming. He does have what it takes to fully take Anti-Mage out of the game, but it's just not enough. Taking a look again now, since a little bit has been changing though, still difference in gold earned, plus 10k for the Radiant, and still climbing, starting to break off and level off, and the Radiant did get up to plus 14,000 for the different experience. It is starting to go back towards the way of the Dire, but the damage has taken its toll out for this game. We do have the swap and the stun go off successfully against Rubik. Rubik will barely make it out of there. Phantom Lancer is still not in the game as of yet. Lich went down to another ult from the Anti-Mage. The team is getting utterly decimated before the tower. A buyback there from Batrider. 4 seconds until we have the Phantom Lancer back in the game. They are going for that heavy push on the mid. They have everyone up. Everyone is almost at full health. You know, Anti-Mage is getting that great regen on his health there. Batrider coming with another disrupt, trying to lay down the fire for the creeps. They will not end up being able to push out this tower. It's a great effort. Get an A for effort there. Phantom Lancer still putting that Spirit Lance on Queen of Pain, popping that Nullstone time and time again. Would be a great and major comeback for Nobo. 27-17. Remember, they were almost doubling the kills, CG at the very least. But now as we're entering in the 1 hour period of the game, very surprising for this game to last so long. But as we're entering in for this 1 hour mark, it looks like Nobo is making a comeback. And remember, that farmed Anti-Mage, as you can see here with the last hits and the hero levels there, he is maxed out on 25. Still, we do have the majority of the Dire sitting there in the teens, and not anyone else still able to really compete against him. Taking a look at the kills, death, and assist there, we do have Lich in the lead, 11-3. Anti-Mage sitting there very close, 8-1. Phantom Lancer taking a whopping 4 deaths, putting him at 6-4-6. Queen of Pain sitting at 5-4. Batrider, though he was doing very, very well early game, especially with his ganks, he's sitting with a meager 4-2. The Ravages from Tide and the Anchor Smashers getting him up to that 4-4. Jakiro, even though he is a great support, he only has 4 assists there. He is 3-6, not considered supremely feeding as of yet. Rubik, 1-4, but he does have that major 12 assists, making him very, very viable there for the team play. Also, we do have Lesh sitting there with a very upsetting 1-9, though he does have 11 assists. Keeping that team in the game is very important. 1-9 is not where you want to be, but at least he's not sitting there with VS 0-7. Optimally named feeder status. Though they do have 7 assists, it's not going to be able to do much. And yes, I was looking for a co-caster earlier, though I did not end up getting one in there, and I am not supremely experienced there. For Dota, I would love to have one in there, especially for tomorrow whenever we cast these games. I'm going to be brushing up on all this terminology tonight. I end up confusing everything with Han. We do finally have the Size Device out here, or aptly known as the Sheepstick from Lich. Phantom Lancer trying to get another push up there. It will get a retaliation stun from Leshrac, still not able to connect with anything. though we need to have another Roche coming up soon. As you can see there, we are entering into the 7-minute mark there. Just a few minutes left before he will end up respawning. 6-minute mark, excuse me. 4 minutes left until the respawn, I do believe. I guess they changed it to 13 minutes, and it's a little bit different. But overall, everything is looking great for CG. It is still swinging in their favor. Anti-Mage is not able to tip the balance as of yet. But, and I mean but, we do have a counter ward up here with the ward. They are trying to get that map control back so hard. And as you can see here, the ward play has been just phenomenal between both teams. Though it does look like Radiant is starting to fall a little bit behind. Taking a look over here at the net worth, 28,340, bumping up ever so slightly with Anti-Mage in the lead. 21,000 for Phantom Lancer. Very surprising there, though he does have the Chrysalis now. He will end up upgrading that to the Daedalus very soon. He only needs another 1,800 before he's able to grab that. Taking a look over here at the buyback status, no one has enough time for the buyback. Very sad. And actually, now Phantom Lancer does have enough money for the buyback there. The only person who can successfully push while throwing everything into the field. And yes, that is very, very true. I am a technical caster, and I would love to have you on there. If you don't have my Steam, that is Wingsinc, WINGSINC. You can add me to Steam, and we can go ahead and try to get things working. Taking a look over here, we do have Wolf trying to go ahead with that river to get off a little bit of extra gold coverage there. Phantom Lancer sending his illusions in, everyone treating those like a life and death situation on the Dire team. Still no pushes as of yet to end up taking out those towers there. We do see just a lot of sticking together very close by the Dire team. We don't see that as so much for the Radiant. As you can see, they always have the odd man out, and the odd man out is always Phantom Lancer. Now, whenever they group up, they do have everything turned in their favor. Everything is looking great. But whenever Phantom Lancer is away, the Dire will come out to play and end up having more map control than you could ever imagine during this game. And that's the one thing that has kept them in the game for so long, is Phantom Lancer just simply not being there. Allowing Anti-Mage to get that free farm is very detrimental to your health. Even though we are in the final stages of battle, Anti-Mage could pull another few items out of his hat, especially if he decides to sacrifice the power treads for Chrysalis, or perhaps the Monkey King bar, or no, excuse me, maybe the BKB for the HOT, you know, Heart of Tarask. If he does that, it'll keep everything still heavily in the Dire's favor. Taking a look down here at the bottom, we do finally have everyone grouped up. No smoke gangs or any kind of crazy plays as of yet. Trying to get that pipe up inside there for Rubik. Sending everything back, keeping it all close. We do have a refresher orb on Tidehunter now. Taking a look at Bat Rider, it looks like he might also be going for that Sheepstick. Doesn't have one as of yet. Sheepstick still on Lich. Taking a look at the opposite field of battle here, we do have Leshrac there with the Bloodstone. Finally, Queen of Pain has the Ags and Invisibility Rune bottled with Dust. And over to Jakiro has the Mech. Does not have the pipe. Whoa. Heavy sound there for the Anti-Mage while he does blink. And here's the push. Here's Johnny, and here is an invisible Queen of Pain, ready to just wreck some face. She is moving around in ample position, giving away the key locations here for the Dire. We have Anti-Mage sitting in position, just waiting on VS to come up, ready for that stun and swap. Here comes the stun from Lesh. Here comes the Ice Path. Everyone is kept nice and close. The Ravage was off by Tide. He did not activate the Refresher. Oh, he did activate the Refresher. Not enough mana for the double ult. Everyone at the mercy of Anti-Mage, just utterly decimating the team there. We do have Tidehunter and Rubik already out. The dust has been cast. Anti-Mage trying to get a hold on to Phantom Lancer. He has barely made it out alive. As you can see there, he is daggered. He is going out faster than a frickin' speed of light. And Lich not able to even hold up. An ult from Anti-Mage will end up taking him out of the game. As you can see here, once they did have pushing power, now they really don't. And that is going to end up possibly costing this game. 29 to 21. Phantom Lancer does end up getting a kill. He sees blood. He wants to get it, but here comes Anti-Mage again. The splash damage almost killing him. Queen of Pain's dot almost